We'll just turn on angle snap tool and we'll click on rotate. Press the shift button and highlight the middle rotate thing, the blue, and you'll notice that the yellow numbers snap to every 5 degrees, whichever way you go. So we'll just rotate that at 90 degrees, easy. Then let's move that to the middle. Okay, let's click on this box once again. And sometimes if you can't click many things, you have a lot of objects in your level and you want to click one certain one without clicking a million times, press H and select whatever you want from here. This is where the naming comes in. So if you close this off and then click, make that a base, and then you press H again, you'll see that base H is there. Sorry, I misspelled that. So go back to Boolean, pick operand B, subtraction AB, and pick this one, and right click, because if you don't close this off, when you click this one, it'll disappear. I'll show you what I mean. So if I do this, pick operand B, this, and then you'll see that the holes are there, and then you pick operand B again, and you'll see that those holes disappear, and then these reappear. So what you want to do is press Control Z, and then get out of this by pressing right click in the viewport anywhere, not on the object of course. Press Boolean and select those two again. Sorry about that. See, now you have all 4 holes. You have areas that your Spartan can now go through. Sometimes this might get a little bit laggy, depending on how good your PC is, how fast it is, how much memory you have, etc. Optimize is a good tool. So if you press F4, you can see that you get all the edges. And if you undo F4 and then you press F3, you'll get wireframe mode. That's for using edges and vertices such as that. So let's press F3 and F4 again. Let's convert this to an editable mesh, and let's create our roof. So let's press ignore back facing, click the tops of these, and press this button, hold. That means now wherever I click, it'll move the faces. I don't have to exactly click on them or on this. If I remove this and I click somewhere over here, it'll undo it, see? So let's quickly go back to the optimize. Let's add that. If you go to auto edge, you'll see that all of these should disappear, or most of them. You can increase this to make it, as you go, it'll become less and less edges. 4 is basically enough. That's what I use all the time. You can convert this back to an editable mesh, and let's select those again, and let's convert to an editable poly. A lot of people don't like using editable poly for Halo maps, but I do product design, and I know that there's some of these tools that are very useful. If you go to bevel and you click this button, you can see that now they go up and they go in a little bit. If you go to locals normal, oh, this is weird. Sorry about this, hold on. Okay, I'm back. There's something wrong with my bevel. I don't know what's working, but let's just use extrude, and I'm going to show you how to use the the scale tool. So let's press the spacebar so that this gets held again. Let's extrude up a little bit, scale down, and let's go back to extrude, extrude again, scale down, extrude again, scale down. And you can see it's a fairly decent roof, but you can see that it's offset because when we're doing this, we were only selecting this, which causes it to only do two sides. So it's Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. And now let's scale them down by selecting all of them. Let's extrude again. Again. For some reason it's not doing it. So let's go to the top viewport and let's press the spacebar again and let's move this over. Select all those vertices that became the roof. Let's just move them roughly here. Go back to perspective and you can see it's still messed up, but you get the idea. Now you have this weird looking base thing. A new tool, I think in 3ds Max 7 and 8, you can. It's a first-person mod. So if you select left mouse button and forward, you can also pivot around. It's a very handy tool. Basically, that's what you can do. You just look around in a small space. This is another problem sometimes people have. It rotates the entire thing, and you only want it to rotate the level itself. Again, press Z, and you can rotate the object itself. Let's take off snap, and let's give it an STL check to make sure there's no errors. No errors. It's successful. Fire Dragon's way of adding textures I'd love, because you don't have to make the shaders if they're pre-made. So let's go ahead and give this this base a metal. Let's go to bitmap, data, levels. Let's go to test, tutorial, bitmaps, and let's just use this. So what you want to do is copy this, open, click this little checkered button. For you it might be white and blue, and name this, or control paste, and you have this. What this does is it locates, when you're building your structure, it locates this file, the name of the file on your hard drive, and then if there's a shader connected to that, then it'll just go ahead and create your structure, which is really handful. It's a good handy tool for everything. Yeah, it's a lot faster too. If you want to use your own stuff and you've already made shaders for it, you don't have to go and remake it. Let's just go ahead and select this and add a UVW map. Let's make it a box, and here we go. This is pretty simple. Alright, hold on, I'll be right back. Let's go ahead and save this as a base, whichever, in data. I'll make this into a scenery someday. Let's just, and there you go. You have your small base with no errors and holes inside with a closed off roof. Sometimes if you want, you can add a plane by snapping it to the vertices of the inside here and then welding those vertices, and then you'll have a closed roof. That's the way I do it. I do it a lot different than other people though. So thank you for watching, and I hope you love it. Good day.